Now in this video, I'll be telling you what to expect from Hydroid. Hydroid is a very old frame, and he's actually a pretty good one. He's not as good as any of the newer frames coming out now, but he is still a valid damage dealer, and in my opinion, he is quite fun to use, though he does have a few problems. So essentially, the only thing you should expect from him is high amounts of crowd control. Using Tentacle Swarm, you start crowd controlling a bunch of enemies. The only problem is some enemies clip through the map. So if you're using Pilfering Swarm for loot, you're going to be losing like a few enemies each time you use it. It's pretty sad, but it is what it is. After that, you can armor strip enemies with Plunder, which will add corrosive to your abilities and weapons, allowing you to then just start dealing insane amounts of corrosive damage to armor strip enemies. And if you use Viral Tempest as well, you will deal insane amounts of viral and corrosive damage whenever you use Tempest Barrage, leaving for insane amounts of damage even in Steel Path. Of course, this starts falling off around level 200 or so he's best used in early level Steel Path. And now for the last ability is Tidal Surge. You will go through all the enemies in a wave and lock them down in place for a second. With this, you can then cast Tentacle Swarm, and since they're already in one place, it'll group them up much easier. And then if you're using any weapon that deals AoE or just a beam weapon or anything like that, you'll just deal insane amounts of damage to all of them all at once, saving you ammo and time. Now, Hydroid himself has a lot of problems with disrupting team synergy, and that is solely because Tentacle Swarm, when they are ragdolled like this, it often interferes with other players' own form of nuking. And since Hydroid himself is not a nuke, they are often here for longer than they should be, especially when you're trying to farm efficiently. Other frames such as Korra or Necros are simply better when it comes to farming, especially since some of the loot simply gets lost in the nether, like how some of the enemies clip through the map. Of course, if you find Hydroid fun, neither of these problems are a problem for you. You can just ignore that and play by yourself, or go off into a different room while your team farms somewhere else, or just impede their gameplay. But in the end, neither of these problems are going to be a big deal for most players. Losing a little bit of loot probably isn't the worst thing in the world, and impeding other people's gameplay, every frame in the game kind of does that a little bit. There's no such thing as perfect team synergy, or at least unless you're all playing as a group, there's not gonna be. But with that being said, that's pretty much just about it. Until next time.